So today we are going to start another Pouch O Noodles, and we are going to be doing chicken a la King. I had half a case of this left over from, it's out of date, May 2nd, 2021. So we're going to use that first, and then I bought a new case to finish this off. I've already done 2 trays of that, or 2 molds of that. So let me tell you a little bit about this Swanson chicken a la King. This is the best stuff I've ever tasted from a can. I mean, it is so good you can eat it cold right out of the can. It's just totally delicious. If you've never tried this, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you try this. Used to be able to get this from Walmart off the shelf, but now it seems Walmart's not stocking it on the shelf. So you can go to walmart.com and order it and have 1-day shipping. And I'm wondering if Walmart isn't doing a lot of that 1-day shipping stuff, i.e. keeping most of their stock in their warehouse, and then if somebody wants it, they'll ship it to the store instead of shipping a bunch of stuff to the stores. Just an idea. I don't know if that's what's going on, but there's a few things like mason jars and things like that. You'll go and they don't have them in stock, but you can order them 1-day delivery from walmart.com, which means they have them in the warehouse. So I'm just wondering if they're not holding everything back in the warehouse and letting you order it. That way they're not shipping a lot of stuff that's sitting on their shelves. That's just an idea. But anyway, since I can't order this from, or can't get this from the store, I went ahead and ordered this. And I ordered mine from Amazon.com. It's the exact same price at Amazon as it is Walmart. And I shop a lot at Amazon, so I just went ahead and ordered them from Amazon. So I got a case of that from Amazon. I've already used 5. I had half a case left over of this out-of-date stuff. I've used 5 cans, because 5 cans will fill up these molds. So we'll finish that other 1 more can, and we'll take 4 more cans out of this case, and then we'll put the rest away. But this is delicious stuff. You've got to try it if you've never tried it. So let's get this opened. Probably not as pretty looking in there after being a year out of date, but I assure you I tasted that, and that tastes just as good as it was when they canned it, probably. So I'm trying different molds today because I want to just see how these squares fit inside those meal pouches. So we're going to be using these today. And all I'm going to do, these are 10-ounce cans. I'm not cooking it, not heating it, not adding, actually you don't add water to this anyway. But look at the chunks of chicken in there, mushrooms, pimento peppers. They don't hold anything back on this. I really love this stuff. It's great over toast, noodles, rice, bread. And 1 can will fill about 2 of these squares with a little bit left over. And we're going to put 2 of these squares in each pouch that we make up. Okay, the date on this is February 17th, 2024. So I got a little while I can keep that in my, what's left over in my pantry. Actually, you can go past the date as I did for a year, and I didn't notice any difference. Just trying it cold. And you can see it don't look much difference either. Maybe a little bit more runnier. Look at those pimentos and peppers and mushrooms, and it is delicious, this stuff. Okay, there we have it. 5 cans. We'll fill those 12 molds. And It's delicious. Right out of the can. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to tell you a little bit about the ingredients because some people might be worried about the fat content. And it says on this that a serving size is 1 container, which is 298 grams. So let's round that off to 300 grams. And the total fat content is 16 grams per can. But let's just say 15 to make the math real easy. 15 grams into 300 grams. Okay, 10% of 300 grams, which would make it 10% fat, would be 30 grams. So 5% of this is fat. So it's 90. If you're looking at beef, it would be 95% lean. So it's not a lot of fat, and it's distributed through that. I have no problem storing that for my lifetime, which is, I'm in my 60s now, getting ready to turn 60. So that'll last for me. Long-term storage, maybe 10, 20 years. But to be safe, I would say guess on 10, and we'll rotate it in and out, and we'll see how long it really lasts. But it's really a great product. I think you're going to really enjoy this straight from the can, or pour it on your toast without even heating it up, and it's delicious. It just really is good. So I'm looking forward to putting this with my ramen noodles. Okay, so I have 10 cans in 2 trays. This one and the other one's already in the freezer. And I'll get these frozen solid, and we'll pop them out of the molds, and we'll probably put 8 bricks per tray, which will bring it approximately 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds per tray. I'm going to try and lay it out a little bit different, but we'll see how that goes. Because I want to try and get some more stuff in there with the, I want to try and get 1 tray of something else in there in the freeze dryer, and still put my ramen noodles in, which have no moisture in them to set, you know, per se. They're dry already. I just like to be safe on that, and if I have no sense, if I can get away with not using a whole tray to use those, I can kind of combine those with the weight, because even though the ramen noodles weigh something, there's no moisture in them, so it should be alright. But we'll see how that goes. So I want to tell you that these are $1.50 a can, or they're about $1.51, something like that, both from Walmart.com and Amazon.com, same price. And it's the best $1.50 you'll ever spend, let me tell you. That's delicious stuff. So let's get these frozen solid and into the freeze dryer. Next time you see them, they'll be coming out. We'll see you then. Okay, I just want to show off my pretty beautiful table that I finished redoing. So what happened here was, if you watched a few of my videos a while back, I burnt my tabletop, so I kind of sanded that down and kind of distressed it with a torch to try and get rid of some of that dark burns, or make them blend in, not stand out so much. Then I thank you to Amanda Yarborough, who does freeze-dried pantry preppers on Facebook. I'll put a link to her group. She was kind enough to cut me some stencils for letters, and then I had some stickers printed up. Then these are patches that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, iron-on patches, and then I laid that all out, and then I put some epoxy over the top, and I think it came out really pretty. So I just want to show that off before we get this stuff out, and let's get going. Okay, so there we have it. There's our chicken a la king little squares, and I was able to combine my 6 packets of ramen noodles. And if this is the first time you've seen me do a Pouch O Noodles, these come in a packet like that. And I just take a knife and run it down the center and cut them in half like that. And that's 2 servings. So we're going to package this. Here's my handy dandy little meal pouches I get from topmylar.com. called a meal pouch. So I like to put one disc of, or one square of noodles, and we're going to try and see if how these squares fit in here. If they fit a little bit better than those discs. And two of these. Like that. Now what I like to do, especially now that it's getting more humid out, is I like to ziplock these shut for now. That kind of reduces the amount of air that's getting to them. So the moisture, humidity. And I like to package the whole thing. Then I'll go back and I'll open these up. I'll reopen them with the Ziploc, and I'll put my O2 absorbers in, 300cc O2 absorber, reseal it, or actually I'm going to vacuum seal these in my chamber pot, so that's the way we're going to do it. So we'll put the O2 absorber in there and throw them in the chamber pot and do a vacuum seal on them. Alright, so here's my chamber pot. Get this ready. Alright, so what I'm going to do is open the pouch, put a 300cc absorber in there, and throw a seal on that. So that's heat sealed all along, and I did not zip the zip tie. Okay, so we've heat sealed those all along the top. And now what I'm going to do is cut the corner off. A little bit more. You want to leave a little bit of a gap between where this seal is and this seal is, so that the air inside this can be sucked out. I'm going to do that to the rest of these pouches, and then put them in here as I go. Okay, they're all in there. I got that kind of packed tight. I've never done it with all 12 packages in one go, but we're going to try it. Now all we do is we take our release valve and close that. We open our drain valve, and then we're going to turn this on, and we're going to watch that until it comes over here and stops. The needle stops moving. Okay, the needles kind of stopped moving there, so we're going to go ahead and isolate the pump, and let's see how this works with it so full of bags. See if we can do them all at one go. Yeah. I see one there that didn't seal, that one. So let's get these other ones that did get sucked in. Let's get them sealed up. Okay, out of 12 bags I had 3 that didn't seal, so we're going to pop those back in there. When you put these in, you want to make sure that where the hole is nice and flat. Much better. Okay. So I just kind of flatten it out a little bit. Stick it in my sealer. Heat seal that corner. That we cut. Make sure it's got a good seal on that, which it does. Alright, there we have it. I will get this all packaged, put away, and we'll do a taste test. Okay, we've had a productive hard day at work, so I am ready to have my chicken a la King Pouch O Noodles for dinner. So let's get her opened up. Alright, there's my O2 absorber. That's what it looks like inside the pouch. And as usual, I try to make these to where I add 1 cup of boiling hot water straight out of the kettle. We're going to ziplock that shut. And we're going to let that sit for about 3 minutes. So I'll see you in 3 minutes. Okay, so I said 3, but I meant 2. So that's 2 minutes. Let's give that a stir. A little bit runnier than I'd like to see it, but hopefully that'll change here in a minute. Let's zip that up again. And we're going to do that for another 2 minutes. So I'll see you in 2 more minutes. Okay, we've had that in there for a total of 4 minutes. Give it one more stir. Yeah, it thickened up a little bit. Alright, so we could eat this straight from the pouch, but I like to show you what it looks like. Does that look good or what? Look at that deliciousness. All saying, eat me. Look at that. Oh yeah. Let's dig in. Let's do a taste test. I'm starving. My noodles ain't cooperating. That is creamy goodness. That is delicious. Slightly on the runnier side than what I've liked it. Would have liked it. More of a soup. Let me tell you, the flavor is there though. That is delicious. It'll be a nice chunk of chicken. If I can scoop that in there. Oh yeah. Everything rehydrated perfectly. That is delicious. And there you have it. Chicken a la King Pouch O Noodles by John and Bibbs. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you try this one. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for watching.